Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. If you are able to hear my voice clearly, please type in the chat window. Jazakumullahu khair. So last week, the new topic was taken, and the topic was Naat wa Manuut. I hope that topic was clear to you. And inshallah, you have chance to understand it more today. If any difficulty is there, something is not clear, you can ask question by typing in the chat window. So still these concepts for chapter lesson 11 will be continued today. I don't know whether we will be able to start textbook today also. Probably not, because we still have a lot of slides to proceed. And before I start the session, I would like to tell you that during the month of Ramadan, inshallah, which will be starting next week. So Arabic classes time will be changed, and this has been conveyed to you on the Telegram forum, and the classes will be taken according to UAE timings, 2:30, I believe. Sorry, no, 1 minute. According to UAE timings, it will be 3 p.m. UAE timings, and according to India timings, it will be 4:30 p.m., Saudi 2 p.m., and UK 12 p.m. So that will be the timings in Ramadan. So next week, the timings will be in the afternoon, okay? And this week, we'll continue with the same timings as usual. We will not stop Arabic classes during Ramadan, because if I will stop the classes during Ramadan, you will forget everything, okay? Unless and until you are revising. And I'm sure most of you will become too busy in Ramadan to remember. So take this as a chance to learn Arabic, and you are learning Arabic for the sake of understanding Quran. And if you will put effort in Ramadan, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you a lot of ajr, because you are only learning this language to understand his book. So inshallah, you will get an ajr for this. The more time you will spend to learn this language, the more you will get the ajr. And in Ramadan, this is the good chance for you, because obviously in Ramadan we dedicate more hours for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So give more time, as much as you are giving time to other ibadat, including prayers, qiyam, psalm, and Quran. Please give time also for Arabic, okay? So we will continue in this month also, in the month of Ramadan also. Okay, so today I would like to again revise khabar. And I told you until now 3 kinds of khabar, okay? And I will take you through these slides again. And again, before starting this slide, I would like to inform to the new students as well as the old students to see this slide carefully, to understand this slide carefully, because you might be learning new things, even if this slide is repeated for the old students, but inshallah, you'll get a new information today. Okay, so try to focus, concentrate. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that there are different types of khabar, and the most popular of it is single word khabar. Which single word means mufrad. Mufrad is singular, single word khabar. And this mufrad khabar is normally nakira. It is normally nakira. In certain situations, it will come as ma'rifa, and that will be explained to you later on. But normally, single word khabar is nakira. Okay? And khabar is always marfu. Okay, single word khabar is always marfu. It is in the status of rafa. Okay, it is in the status of raf. Okay, it's in the status of raf. So single word khabar is always marfu. Remember this. Another thing that I mentioned is khabar is also shibhu jumla. And there are two types of Shibhu Jumla that have been mentioned, Jar Majroor and Zarf. Jar Majroor and Zarf. So there are two kinds of Shibhu Jumla, Jar Majroor and Zarf. What is the meaning of Shibhu Jumla? Like Jumla, similar to Jumla. What is Jumla? A sentence that has complete meaning in it. Okay, that is Jumla. And Shibhu Jumla is not exactly a complete sentence, but it is like a sentence. It doesn't complete the meaning. Okay? So Shibhu Jumla is also khabar. Now, when Shibhu Jumla is khabar, then it acts like a raf. It acts like a raf. Because as I mentioned, khabar is always in the status of rafa. It is always marfu. Now, Shibhu Jumla is not a single word. It is a combination of words, like in case of Jar Majrur, or it is Zarf, which is usually in the state of Nasab. Okay. So, scholars of Arabic grammarians, they say it acts like Raf, because Khabar should be in the status of Rafa. So it acts like a rafa. So it is also called fi mahalli raf'in. When you say khabar is shibhu jumla, so you should also say fi mahalli raf'in. What is fi mahalli raf'in? In the place of rafa. So it is occupying the place of rafa. You can see. So shibhu jumla is something that is occupying the place of rafa, though it is, you cannot say that it is rafa because it is not really rafa, but it's occupying the place of rafa. Okay. Now, such a khabar is also called Muttaliq bil khabar. Such a khabar is also called Muttaliq bil khabar. Okay. Brothers and sisters, don't get afraid with all these terms and terminologies. Inshallah, when you see the examples, you will remember them. It is also called Muttaliq bil khabar. If it is really difficult, you can interrupt me, and by typing in the chat window, sir, please repeat again. I will try to repeat again the whole slide. As much as possible, I will try to use different words in a different way. I will try to explain. Okay, maybe through some example. Fine. But if you do not understand, please raise your hand, or please type in the chat window. Fine. So it is also called Muttaliq bil Khabar. And Khabar topic is not complete. More types of Khabar will be taught to you, inshallah, as you will be progressing through the course. Fine. So the additional information that I mentioned today is Khabar, Shibhu Jumla Khabar acts like it's occupying the place of Rafa. Because, as I mentioned, Khabar is usually marfu. It is in the place of Rafa. And it's also called Muttaliq bil Khabar. What is Muttaliq bil Khabar? Something related to Khabar. Something related to Khabar. What does it indicate? That it is not really a Khabar, but something related to Khabar. Fine? Inshallah, you will know it soon. Now let's take an example of Naat Manuut that we took last week. I will repeat that example again. The old book is in the new house. Type your answers quickly as soon as possible. Type your answers. What is the Arabic sentence for this? The old book is in the new house. You can type your answers in the chat. Okay. The old book. What is old in Arabic? Qadimun. Okay. Al-kitabun qadimun. Al-kitabul qadimu fil bayti. Yes, some of you have given the correct answer. Al-kitabul qadimu fil bayti. Al-kitabul qadimu fil bayti. So Al-kitabul qadimu, what is it? This is Naat Manuut. Naat Manuut. Okay. Sifat Mausoof. Sifat Mausoof. Naat Manuut. Fine. Now let's do the analysis. You can see here itself, and you can see the what is Mubtada here. Al-kitabul qadimu fil bayt. What is the subject of talk here? What are we talking about in this sentence? We are talking about a book. We are talking about a book. And this is the Sifaah of the book. This is the Naat of the book. So what is Mubtada here? What is Mubtada here? Okay. Please give your answers in the chat window. What is Mubtada here? Al-kitabu. Well done. Al-kitabu. So Al-kitabul qadimu is Manuut and Naat, and Al-kitabu is also Mubtada. And Mubtada is most of the time, Mubtada is always marfu, and it is most of the time ma'rifa. Okay, it is most of the time ma'rifa. Okay. Now, fil bayti. What is fil bayti? Fi is harfu jar. Al-bayti is ism majroor. So what kind of fragment is this? This is jar majroor. What kind? Yes, this is jar majroor. So what is this? This is Shibhu Jumla Khabar. This is Shibhu Jumla Khabar. But what I added here is fi mahalli rafin, in place of raf. So it is a Shibhu Jumla Khabar in place of rafa. Is it clear or not? Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli raf'in, in place of rafa. Okay, so this is a khabar, okay, occupying the place of rafa. Because khabar is usually rafa, but it's occupying the place. It is not exactly rafa, but it is occupying the place of rafa. Position of rafa, I would say. Understood or not, brothers and sisters? Okay, so this is Shibhu Jumla Khabar. Then, is it okay or difficult? Sister Rubina Moiz, you raised your hand. Do you want to ask a question? You can type in the chat window if you want to ask the question. Okay? Okay. Let me talk more about this Muttaliq bil Khabar that I mentioned. It's also called the Shibhu Jumla. Okay, so you want to type in the chat window, Sister Rubina, or you want to ask audio? Okay, I will open your mic. I've opened your mic. Ask me.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, sir. So I have to say that after the first of all we are saying that it's a Shibhu Jumla, no? Then why we have to say that again new terminologies which have said just now?
I'm not able to hear your voice clearly, but as far as I understand, you can clear it in the chat window. But as far as I understand, why we are this is the phrase I heard from you, that why we are using new terminology. We are not using new terminology. We are still using Shibhu Jumla Khabar, but I'm elaborating it more. I'm saying Khabar is marfu, right? Single word Khabar is marfu. Now Shibhu Jumla Khabar is a combination. For example, here in this case, it is a combination of two words, fil baiti. It is jar majroor, right? Now it's occupying the place of Khabar, or it is okay. You will understand it, sister. You bear it for 2 more slides. You will understand it. So fi mahalli raf'in means it is in the place of rafa. It is in the place of rafa. You can understand. Okay, this is in the place of rafa. Okay, so it's the terminology. You don't want to know this, remember these terms, forget it now. It will not stop you to learn Arabic. You don't need to. You can just remember Shibhu Jumla Khabar. This is something extra I'm giving you. It is becoming too difficult for you to remember this. Ignore it. Ignore it completely. It is not going to put any harm. Okay. Yes, Sister Juveria have given answer that the khabar as a whole will be considered as a place of rafa. It will be considered as marfu. Yes, you can say that. Okay, so this is something, I am giving you little by little. You will learn this in detail when you will go into book 2 and book 3. Okay. Yes, it is jar, no doubt, Sister Najiba. It is jar majroor. It is not rafa. It is not rafa at all. But it is taking the place of rafa. It is like there is a company. Okay, the manager of some department, IT department, he went on leave. He went on leave. He is IT manager. He went on leave. Now the person working under him, he is not a manager. He's a team leader. Now he is acting manager. He's acting manager. So during the time of IT manager's leave, he will be called as manager IT acting. So he is not manager, but he's acting manager. Okay, he's not manager, but he's acting manager. Why? Temporarily. So that's the role here Fil Baiti is doing. It is occupying the place. It is occupying the place of Rafa, but it is not Rafa. Okay, it is, you can say that the Khabar is in the place of Rafa. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah khair. Sister Tasneem, you also raised the hand. Okay, I'm opening your mic. Does the Shibhu Jumla have the status Rafa? It is taking the place of Rafa, Sister Tasneem. Just assume that it's taking the place of Rafa. Okay, fine. So now, في شبه جملة خبر في محل رفع. Brothers and sisters, again, don't get scared by knowing these new terms. you will learn them gradually. You'll learn them, inshallah, in future. And you don't need to. You can just assume the terminology, or you can just continue with using the same term, Shibhu Jumla Khabar. It's not harming you anything. Nothing. Shibhu Jumla Khabar is not wrong. It's not wrong. It is correct. Okay. This is something I'm adding little bit on about that. I'm adding little bit about. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Now, as I mentioned, it is sometimes called Muttaliq bil Khabar also. I will give you some little examples because there might be some examples coming. Okay. Just give me. Now, this is the example. Bilalun fil masjidi. Okay. Look at these slides very carefully. Huh? Okay. So a lot of new things will be coming, brothers and sisters. Bilalun fil masjidi. Now everyone knows what is mubtada here. Quickly, please. What is mubtada here? Bilalun fil masjidi. What is mubtada here? Brothers and sisters. Bilalun. No doubt. There is no doubt. And what is khabar here? What is khabar here? Fil masjidi. Well done. Fil masjidi. Very simple sentence. So this is mubtada. But I will tell you what is the sentence showing? Bilal is in the masjid. Bilal is in the masjid. That is the meaning of sentence. What is he doing in the masjid? Is Bilal praying? Is Bilal sitting? Is Bilal standing? Is Bilal sleeping in the masjid? No, you don't know. From this sentence, you don't know what is in what a correct information of Bilal is. For example, as a parent, one of you asked, where is about your son? Where is Muhammad? Let's say your son is Muhammad. Where is Muhammad? So your daughter replies, he is in the room. So you will ask, what is he doing in the room? Okay, is he studying? Is he playing? Okay, you don't know exact information of that person. So in the same thing, Bilal is in the masjid. Yes, no doubt, fil masjidi is khabar, but the khabar can be something else also. Let's say Bilal is sitting in the masjid. Let's say Bilal is sitting in a masjid. In that case, to know exactly, now see here, there is a sitting part hidden here in this sentence, which is indicated by star here. And this could be jalisun. So I can say Bilalun jalisun fil masjidi. Bilalun jalisun fil masjidi. Bilal is sitting in the masjid. So what will be the khabar in this sentence? This is also a valid sentence. Bilalun jalisun fil masjidi. What is the khabar in this sentence? Jalisun. Well done, sister. Because Bilalun jalisun. It's a single word khabar. Yes, it's a single word, Sister Rubina. Yes, jalisun is the khabar. In such a case, fil masjidi is mutaliq bil khabar. It is related to khabar. He is sitting, but it is again telling further about khabar. It is fil masjidi. Where is he sitting? He is sitting in the masjid. This is mutaliq bil khabar. Okay. Are you lost? Or it's okay? So you are ready to take more and more vaccine, huh? So I'm every day and every session I'm giving you higher doses of vaccines. It seems. Yeah, I hope I'm not overdosing you with vaccine. Okay, brothers and sisters. Bilal in this, okay, no, okay. If Jalisin is not written, fil masjidi is khabar. Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli raf'in. It is khabar. Okay. Or you can say fil masjidi is Muttaliq bil khabar. You can say that also. Zain, got it? Okay. I will take another example. Bilalun amam al bayti. Bilalun amam al bayti. What is mubtada here? What is mubtada here? What is mubtada here? Bilalun. Yes. And what is khabar here according to your knowledge? Amama. Yes. Amama. That is khabar. What kind of khabar is this, sister? This, brothers and sisters? This is zarf. Very good. Shibhu Jumla. It's part of Shibhu Jumla. Now here also I can say Bilalun Jalisun Amam al Bayti. Here also I can say Bilal is sitting, okay, in front of house. So this becomes Muttaliq bil Khabar. So there are different ways to say Khabar here. I can say Bilalun fil masjidi. Bilal mubtada fil masjidi Shibhu Jumla jar majrur khabar fi mahalli rafin. Or I can say Bilalun is mubtada and I can say fil masjidi Muttaliq bil khabar. Because I know that real khabar is there, but it's not written. There is no need to say that. Sometimes you don't need to give full khabar of that. Many times you say that in your language also. Somewhere like your mother asks you, where are you going? You say, I'm going out. Out? Yes, out. Out means where? School, to college, to university, to work. No, it's out. Okay. So it's like that. Now, but sometimes you can say khabar is, there is no need of khabar. You can say there is no need of khabar. Yes, it is hidden. You can take so many meanings of khabar. You can say jalisun as a khabar. You can say waqifun as a khabar. But it's not mentioned. So you don't need to think about it. It's not mentioned. So what is mentioned is just Muttaliq bil khabar is mentioned. Okay. Okay, sister. I hope it answers your question. Yes, you can say it's like hidden khabar. Now, sometimes you will see both khabar and Muttaliq bil khabar in a sentence. You see khabar and Muttaliq bil khabar in a sentence. Huwa tabibun fil mustashfa. That is why I took this topic, because during my last class, I learned that there are a lot of things students used to leave the end part of the sentence. They say, okay, fine, this is khabar is this, but okay, this is jar majrur, something like that they used to say. So I'm giving some more information for that confusion. Actually, this will be explained to you according to Dr. V. AbdurRaheem's course. It will be coming, inshallah, in the books, in the second and third book, inshallah. But here, okay, huwa tabibun fil mustashfa. Can you intelligently guess what is mubtada, what is khabar, and what is Muttaliq bil khabar? Why is mubtada? Well done. Tabibun is khabar. Well done. And what is Muttaliq bil khabar? Fil mustashfa. Yes, that is Muttaliq bil khabar. So you have both are coming. Okay. So a sentence, a jumla ismiya, can have mubtada and khabar. A Jumla Ismiya can have Mubtada and Muttaliq bil Khabar. But a Jumla Ismiya cannot be Jumla Ismiya if either Khabar is not there or Muttaliq bil Khabar is not. So it is no more a Jumla. So a Jumla Ismiya should have at least Khabar, or it should have Muttaliq bil Khabar. Or it can be both. So Jumla Ismiya can have Mubtada, it can have Khabar, and it can have Muttaliq bil Khabar also. Is it okay? Brothers and sisters? Fine? Understood? Alhamdulillah. Okay. Do you want more higher doses, or it's too much for today? Okay, so this is the tip you remember. Muttaliq bil Khabar will never come before Khabar. It will always come after Khabar. After Khabar. It comes normally after Khabar. Okay. In certain situations, it can come before Khabar, but we will, inshallah, maybe in the next, I think maybe in the next chapter, or maybe after next, I do not remember, you will learn how it will come. Okay. You will know, inshallah. You will learn, okay, how it will come. Maybe in the chapter 10, okay, sister. What do you want? So, yes, you can say that. Sister Juveria, yes, you can say that. Okay, Sister Rubina Bhatt, she wants me to repeat this. Okay, so Muttaliq bil Khabar. I told you there are 3 types of Khabar till now. There are actually more. I told you. One is single word Khabar, which is always marfu. So take that as an important thing, that Khabar is marfu. Now Shibhu Jumla, there are 2 types of Shibhu Jumla, Jar Majroor or Zarf. 2 types of Shibhu Jumla. When it is Jar Majroor or Zarf, and it is Shibhu Jumla, so the scholars, they say that actually it is occupying the place of Raf. So when you say Shibhu Jumla Khabar, you say Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli raf'in, means in the place of Rafa. Fi mahalli raf'in means in the place of Rafa. Or there is another terminology to say Shibhu Jumla. You can say that Khabar is the Shibhu. When it's Shibhu Jumla, then it is not exactly a Khabar. It is Muttaliq bil Khabar. It is related to Khabar, because the Khabar is in a way hidden there. So Khabar is in a way hidden there. So let's say, says Rubina, if your mother asks you, okay, as the example that I gave you, that where are you going? So you say, I'm going out. Okay, you don't say, you can say more specifically, I'm going to school or something, whatever. So you can say something related to Khabar, but it's not exactly the Khabar. Okay, you can say that I'm in the room. What are you doing in the room? You're sleeping, or you're sitting, or you're standing. Okay, the more exact Khabar is, let's say you're sitting. So that's more exact Khabar. But you don't bother to say that. You say, I'm in the room. Okay, so that is treated as Muttaliq bil Khabar. Muttaliq means, it's related to Taluq, it's related to Khabar. Fine? So this is the terminology that you can use also for Shibhu Jumla Khabar. You can use this also. Otherwise, if you are using Shibhu Jumla Khabar, that is fine. Nothing wrong there. Okay? It's totally right. Every one of you. Okay? Fine. Sir, fi mahallin rafa and Muttaliq bil Khabar are one and the same thing. Fi mahalli raf'in, you will use this term when you will say Shibhu Jumla Khabar. Okay. With that, because Shibhu Jumla is taking the place of Rafa. Okay. Muttaliq bil Khabar. When you are saying Muttaliq bil Khabar, you are specifically, you are not calling it as actual Khabar. You are saying something related to Khabar. There are two different ways to call the same terminology. So, I can refer to the one thing with one name and the other thing with other name. So it's two different ways to call the same topic. For example, Naat Manuut. This is a topic of Naat Manuut that you have learned since last week. Some scholars, they call it as Sifat Mausoof. Different words to call the same thing. Okay? Different words to call the same thing. Okay. Now, actually, this fi mahalli is in place of is a topic that you'll be learning, inshallah, when you'll go into advanced. So there are some words which is taking the place of rafa. There are some words which is taking the place of nasab. So at that time you'll say fi mahalli nasbin. Okay. So that you will learn it, inshallah, when the time comes. But here in this case, it is taking the place of rafa. And you are saying Shibhu Jumla. Okay, brother? Okay, sister? Hope that answers your question. Sister Tasneem? Or still confusion? Okay. So, no, you don't need to confuse. If you are getting confused, forget for now Muttaliq bil Khabar. Forget it completely. You're not going to lose anything. Keep with your same terminology. Shibhu Jumla Khabar. Shibhu Jumla Khabar. That is right, totally right. Okay. Whatever you can take it, you take it. If you cannot take it, that was not wrong. Shibhu Jumla Khabar is totally right, sister. Don't get confused. Okay. All of you, same thing is valid to all of you. Okay. So, inshallah, you will not, you don't need to know this Muttaliq bil Khabar. Okay. You don't need to remember these words now, this term now. You can stick to Shibhu Jumla Khabar. Okay. This is something that I will be giving you piecemeal by piecemeal, little more and more information. So let's continue with our topic, Naat Manuut. Today we'll take more examples. The pen is in the small bag. Answer please, as quickly as possible. The pen is in the small bag. Type your answers in the chat window. Bag, bag is haqibatun. If you don't know the meaning, haqibatun is bag. Pen means qalamun. No, sister, what I mean is, first give me the Arabic sentence. Sister Najiba, give me the Arabic sentence. I'm giving English, so give me the Arabic sentence. Al-qalamu fil haqibati saghirati. MashaAllah. Very good. Well done, brothers and sisters. Al-qalamu fil haqibati saghirati. Well done. Okay, what is mubtada here? Well done, all of you. What is mubtada here? Al-qalamu, sister. Be specific. Al-qalamu, yes. It is ma'rifa, yes. And it's mubtada. It is mubtada is always marfu. Now, what is khabar here? What is khabar here? صغير في الحقيبة. Some, okay, one sister wrote صغيرتي في الحقيبة. What kind of khabar is this? How it is حقيبة, sister, and how it is صغيرتي في الحقيبة. See, the sentence will be complete here. The pen is in the bag. But صغيرتي is the sifat, is the attribute, is the quality of bag. It is not really a khabar. It is the quality. It is the attribute, it is the property of the bag. It is not really a khabar. Understood? So صغيرتي cannot be a khabar at all. صغيرتي cannot be a khabar at all. And Sister Rubina Bhatt, you said al-haqibatu is the khabar. Why haqibatu? There is fi coming here. So it is jar majroor. So jar majroor is a type of khabar. I already mentioned. It is a type of khabar which is Shibhu Jumla Khabar. Il-haqibati jar majroor. So it is Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli rafin. It is Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli rafin. Yes, you can say that. Fil haqibati is Muttaliq bil khabar. You can say that. Fil haqibati is Muttaliq bil khabar. You can say that. Otherwise, you say Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli rafi. Okay. Now, what is al-haqibati saghirati? What is al-haqibati saghirati? I told you, fi mahalli rafi means it is occupying the place of rafa. So there is a manager of the company, he went on leave. So someone else came, took his position. The jar majroor is taking the position of khabar. So it is taking the place of rafa. Rafa means the higher status, okay? So, yes. Okay. Al-haqibati saghirati. What is al-haqibati saghirati? Naat Manuut, Naat Manuut, Naat Manuut. Well done, all of you. Okay, the small bag. The small bag. Al-haqibati saghirati is Naat Manuut. This is Naat saghirati of, and what is the property? What is the Naat Manuut? They match all the four properties. They match all the four properties. Al-haqibati is muannas because it ends with ta marbuta. Al-saghirati, it is also ending with ta marbuta. It is muannas. This is the first quality. It is marifa. There is al here. It is also marifa. There is al here. So this is the second quality. Okay. And the third is, so I finished muannas type. And the third is, it is majroor. It is al-haqibati. As-saghirati, this is also majroor. Okay? Yes, and it is singular. One bag. This is also singular. That's matching all the four qualities. Okay. So what is this? This is Naat Manuut. So this is the, you have to understand the structure of sentence. You look at the sentence, the more you will understand the structure of sentence, how the sentence is constructed, each and every word, how, there is just, they are changing with the signs on the harakat and the meaning changes. So you have to understand the structure of sentence. This is very well. How can you learn Arabic? By just memorizing the words, and there are some people running such courses. I don't know how. Maybe some idea you will get about to learn about Quran, but you have to understand the structure of the sentence. So you can learn anything, you can understand any ayah from the Quran that easily, inshallah. Okay. Shall I go to the next slide? Ana fil madrasati thanawiyya. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. الثانوية. الثانوية means secondary. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. I'm in the secondary school. Yeah, it is Muttaliq bil Khabar system. It was in the last example. This was Muttaliq bil Khabar. This was Muttaliq bil Khabar. I'm avoiding to use that term now because I will only use that term when both Khabar and Muttaliq bil Khabar will be there in the sentence. Okay, maybe I will use it that time. But time being, since you have learned Shibhu Jumla Khabar, just continue with that. Shibhu Jumla Khabar fi mahalli raf'in. Okay, sister? Sister Nahida? Okay. أنا في المدرسة الثانوية. I'm in the secondary school. ثانوية means secondary. Madrasati school. I'm in the secondary school. Quickly, what is Mubtada? What is Khabar? Is there any Naat Manuut here? What is Naat? What is Manuut? Give whatever information you can give before I display the slide. Ana Mubtada. Well done, Siraj. Ana Mubtada fil madrasatil jar majrur Shibhu Jumla Khabar madrasati thanawiyati Naat Manuut. MashaAllah. So people who can, I know a lot of you have the answer, but some of you are quick in typing, some of you are slow in typing. I know that many of you have the answers. They know the correct answers. Well done, all of you. Yes. Ana is Damir. Ana is Damir. And it is Ma'rifa. All the Damir are always Ma'rifa. It's Mabni. It is Mubtada. And Mubtada is always Marfu. في المدرسة شبه جملة جار مجرور خبر في محل رفع. اوكي شبه جملة جار مجرور خبر في محل رفع. المدرسة الثانوية نعت المنوط. It is matching all the four properties of ism. Yes. Okay. Well done, all of you. Okay, now I'll go to the next slide. Yes. So this is the homework. You can take the screenshot of this and practice it at home. الكرسي المكسور في الغرفة. Okay, tell me the meaning of first sentence. الكرسي المكسور في الغرفة. This is the homework for you. But tell me the meaning of that first sentence. If you are able to tell the correct meaning, the broken chair is in the room. Well done, sis, all of you. The broken chair is in the room. Yes. Well done, all of you. The chair is broken in the room. No. That is totally different meaning. Those who have written the chair is broken in the room, no. This is not Manuut, Sifat Mausoof. This is broken chair. The chair is broken is becoming like a sentence, sister. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so be careful. Your translation have to be very correct. Al-usfuru ta'irun saghirun. Al-usfuru ta'irun saghirun. Al-usfur means sparrow. Yes. The sparrow is a small bird. Ta'irun means a bird. Yes. Well done. Yes. Well done. The sparrow is a small bird. Very good. Well done. Okay. Al-kubu lil mudarrisil jadidi. Al-kub yani cup by which you drink tea. Okay, cup. It's in Arabic, it's called al-kub. Okay. The cup, yes, belongs to the new teacher. You can say that. Yes, the cup is for the new teacher. Well done. Well done, all of you. So do the analysis at home, in your notebook, on your laptop, on your computer. Okay. Do as much as practice you can for this. Today, I'm going to introduce to you Jumla Fi'liya. All this time, you have been learning Jumlatul Ismiyah. And what is Jumlatul Ismiyah? The Jumla that begins with Ism. The Jumla that begins with Ism. That is Jumlatul Ismiyah. Now, what is Jumlatul Fi'liya? I told you there are two types of Jumla. Jumlatul Ismiyah, Jumlatul Fi'liya. The Jumla that begins with Fi'l is Jumlatul Fi'liya. The Jumla that begins with Ism is Jumlatul Ismiyah. Okay? Remember this. So I'm going to take a simple sentence. ذهب حامد إلى المسجد. ذهب حامد إلى المسجد. Hamid, ذهب means went. Okay, I've taken the, I've shown you on the table some of the fi'l. Okay, last week. I think I went through this ذهب. Did I? Oh, no, did I not? Let me check my slides. Did I took this? No, I have not taken. So sorry, okay. But I will take it, inshallah. Don't worry. I will take it, inshallah. Don't worry. So ذهب حامد إلى المسجد. ذهب means went. حامد ذهب حامد إلى المسجد. So what does it say? Common sense, you will know this. Hamid went to the masjid. This is a complete sentence with full meaning. So this is Jumla. And the Jumla, this Jumla starts with fi'l, ذهب. There is an action there. Went. There is an action there. This is a verb, okay? According to your other English grammar. So this is fi'l. ذهب means went. There is an action there. And who went? Hamidun went. Hamid went. Okay? Where did he went? Ila al-masjid. To the masjid. Okay? To the masjid. So when it comes to Jumla Fi'liya, in this course, in this first book, you look for two things in Jumla Fi'liya. The fi'l and the person who's doing the fi'l. And the person who is doing the fi'l is called fa'il. Okay? The action and the doer of action. Fi'il means the action. The doer of action means fa'il. Action means fi'il. And the doer of action means fa'il. Okay, brothers and sisters? So Zahaba is the action here. It's called fi'il. Zahaba is the action here. It's called fi'il. And who's the doer of action? The doer of action is Hamidun. So Hamidun is fa'il here. Hamidun is fa'il here. Remember one thing, brothers and sisters. The file is always coming in the sentence after fi'l. File always comes in Jumla Fi'liya after fi'l. Okay? It will never come before fi'l. It will never come before fi'l. The file will always come after fi'l. Clear? Okay? Brothers and sisters, clear? File will always come after fi'l. Now, for the time being, I'm not telling you what is ilal masjidi. Just keep that information for now. Just remember, like in Jumla Ismiya, you identify two things: mubtada wa khabar, mubtada wa khabar, mubtada wa khabar. In Jumla Fi'liya, you identify fi'l wa fa'il, fi'l wa fa'il, wa fi'l wa fa'il. That's it. Okay? These two things you have to identify in Jumla Fi'liya. So when it comes to Jumla Fi'liya, and when you are doing analysis of Jumla Fi'liya, so, okay, so you will say, yes, a fail, and this file. And what is ilal masjidi? As for your knowledge, you know, it is jar majrur, it is shibhu jumla. I'm not saying khabar here, because when I'm talking about khabar, that has to do with Jumla Ismiya. That has to do with Jumla Ismiya. I'm not saying this is Shibhu Jumla, simply Shibhu Jumla. This is simply Shibhu Jumla. Jar majrur is simply Shibhu Jumla. It is not khabar here. Brothers and sisters, is it clear? Zahaba Hamidun ilal masjidi. Hamid went to the masjid. Zahaba is fi'l, Hamidun is fa'il. Okay. I want answers from the new students also. Yes. Alhamdulillah, good. Well done. So you understood. Alhamdulillah. Is Jumla Fi'liya and Jumla Fi'liya? We are not talking about khabar in Jumla Fi'liya, okay? We are not talking about Jumla Fi'liya. Khabar in Jumla Fi'liya. We will talk about something else, which will come, inshallah. Okay, take slowly, slowly. Already you are getting too much of information. So now in Jumla Fi'liya, just identify two things: fail and file, the action and the doer of action. And you are understanding the sentences, by the way. Without knowing other part of the sentence, you are understanding the sentence. Zahaba Hamidun ila al-masjid. Hamid went to the masjid. Yes, there is no khabar in Jumla Fi'liya. Okay? Clear? Now I will take, okay, ilal masjidi is maf'ul. Keep that information for now, Sister Tasneem. Okay, we will talk about maf'ul bihi and all types of maf'ul, inshallah. As for now, just go with fail and file. Okay, as for now, just go with fail and file. Okay, let's take step by step. I don't want people to be confused, all of you to be confused. Let's go slowly, slowly. Already too much of information is coming. Okay, so two types of Jumla we learned. Jumla Ismiya. So when you are dealing with Jumla Ismiya, you have to know what is Mubtada in the Jumla Ismiya, and you have to know what is Khabar in Jumla Ismiya. Right? What is the second kind of sentence? Jumla Fi'liya. When it is Jumla Fi'liya, you have to know what is fail in the Jumla Fi'liya and what is file in Jumla Fi'liya. Okay? These are the two things you have to know. Clear? Brothers and sisters, is it okay? In Jumla Ismiya, Mubtada Khabar. In Jumla Fi'liya, fi'l wa fa'il. I think, yes. Alhamdulillah. Oh, good. I will take a pause here. I want all of you to revise look at my video again. If you have any confusion, okay? And look at last week's session in particular, because Especially this from this chapter, a lot of information is getting flooded to you. From chapter 9, from lesson number 9, lot of information is getting flooded to you. Keep on revising, looking at the old videos on YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arabic learner. Okay, go to the playlist, select the chapter, the playlist with respect to the whatever chapter you want, and then at least look at these concepts videos. My videos are divided into two. This concept, or in which PowerPoint slides are shown, in which I'm explaining you these concepts. And the second video is just going through the textbook. Okay, so people who are not interested to see the textbook, going through the textbook, they can ignore that video, but at least look at the videos that have my PowerPoint slides. So you go to the channel, go to the playlist. In the playlist, you'll find all playlists related to each chapter. And when you go into that chapter playlist, you will find two types of videos. One is the concept video, and the other one is the textbook video. Okay. So keep on revising it before you come for tomorrow's lecture, okay? Otherwise, tomorrow also, otherwise you'll be confused. So tomorrow, new concepts will be introduced again. More information will be given to you. Okay? Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.